This video is on cloning, that is ligation of DNA fragment to vector DNA, that is the insert the desired DNA fragment that might be a specific gene or part of the gene or DNA fragment associated with the gene is ligated to the vector. So in this video we will come to know step by step how the cloning can be done, ligation can be done with fragment DNA and the vector. So what is ligation? So ligation is a type of enzymatic reaction by which two DNA molecules can be joined together in the presence of ATP and enzyme DNA ligase to form recombinant DNA. So the essential ligation is an essential for insertion of desired DNA into the vector, either for amplification of the insert DNA or for expression of the gene to get the recombinant protein. So what would be the requirement? To have ligation between DNA fragment and the vector, it is desirable to have the both vectors and DNA fragment cut with the same restriction enzyme. To cut with the same restriction enzyme, we will get the same end, cohesive end, and thus the ligation will be proper. And usually to prevent self-ligation of the vector, the digested vector is treated with alkaline phosphatase, which remove the phosphate group from the 5 prime, which remove the phosphate group from the 5 prime end, and thus it will help in the proper ligation experiment. What is ligase? Ligase is an enzyme which is also called molecular glue, which helps in the joining of two DNA fragments together. It is of about 68 kilodalton in weight and have no exonuclease activity. So it usually join either blunt end or cohesive end. But in genetic engineering, cohesive end is the choice because it will produce the sticky end that will have the complementary sequence so that it can have better joining compared to the blunt end. This flowchart shows the two fragments, the vectors and the DNA fragment is digested with the same EcoR1 restriction enzyme to produce the cohesive end, and when joined with the T4 DNA ligase, it gives a solid ligated recombinant DNA. What are the materials and equipment needed for this experiment? We need DNA fragment and the vectors both digested with a restriction enzyme, ligase enzyme, T4 DNA ligase enzyme, buffer for ligase enzyme, the buffer contains the ATP and the cofactors magnesium, nucleus free water, water bath, gel electrophoresis apparatus, agarose, micropipettes and microtips and microtubes. So all these are required to perform this experiment. So the protocol starts with addition of all the component step by step into a microtube of 0.5 ml in capacity. So first we add the buffer, then the digested DNA, vector DNA, the insert, the water will be used to make the volume to 20 microliter, and lastly we will add T4 DNA ligase. Once the component, the concentration and component is given over here, now once every component is being added, it will be spin and then incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. Next, once the incubation period is completed, the enzymatic activity is stopped by heating at 65 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. And thus, to check whether ligation have taken place or not, gel electrophoresis is performed. T1X T4 DNA ligase reaction contain 50 millimolar Tris HCl, magnesium chloride, DDT and 1 millimolar ATP, and the pH is 7.4. And here the amount of plasmid and the insert DNA is given in the ratio 1:1, 1:3 or 3:1. So here I have shown you 1:1. This is a pictorial representation to prove ligation whether have taken place or not. So to confirm the ligation, gel electrophoresis is very essential. So here we find that after gel electrophoresis, the molecular weight of the insert along with the vector in lane 4 is higher than the lane 2. In lane 2, it is the DNA of the vector, that is the digested vector of PUC18. And this digested vector is about 2686 base pair in length. And the third lane is having the insert DNA of about 800 base pair. So when this 800 base pair is inserted in PUC18, the molecular weight will be higher than the PUC alone. So it is found to be 3500 base pair. To confirm whether the insertion have taken place, a digestion is done and with the EcoR1 and found that two fragment appears of the same molecular weight, one for the vector, other for the DNA insert. Thus, gel electrophoresis confirm ligation have taken place. So in every ligation experiment, one should go for the electrophoresis to check whether ligation have taken place or not before going for the transformation experiment. So this video will help you in performing ligation experiment at your lab, and if one follow the step by step, there will be no failure but having success in doing this experiment.